You know, I was wondering today, what do you really know about William Shakespeare? Anything at all? I love Shakespeare. Shakespeare is in my blood. Why? I don't know. I think it's because of my grade 10 teacher, Mr. Frizzell, who everyone believed was on drugs. Which is okay, because in grade 10, you kind of think all your teachers are on drugs. And quite possibly he was. But that doesn't make him a bad person. It just makes him misunderstood. And as far as English teachers go, it's probably okay. But what about Shakespeare? Did you know that nobody really knows Shakespeare's birthday? Exactly. They know when he was baptized, and that's interesting. And then they minus a few days and pretend that it's his birthday. But he was actually born sometime before April 26th, which was his baptismal date, in the year 1564. So that's interesting. Shakespeare also, not just a playwright, but an inventor. Yes, indeed. He invented the word assassination. In fact, it's the first time the word was ever used was in his play. And that makes him arguably one of the coolest dudes in the world. Because who doesn't love the word assassination? Assassination. 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 Fascination. Shakespeare was also a gentleman because he got his own coat of arms at the time, and that's what was required to be a gentleman. And then, of course, from there you moved up to things like dukes and whatever the case may be, but he earned himself a coat of arms. He was born in a small town, moved to London, became notable and quite wealthy. Then he moved to Stamford, where he bought the second largest house and a lot of land around there. He was actually a very good businessman and invested in his own theater. These are things people don't know about Shakespeare. Was he not only a great playwright? Yes. Was he a businessman? Yes. Was he inventor of the word assassination? Yes! Also, do you know who Anne Hathaway is? You know, Anne Hathaway? Well, Shakespeare married Anne Hathaway. Well, of course not our Anne Hathaway, because our Anne Hathaway is still alive. But Anne Hathaway back then was actually twice his age. He was 18 years old when he got married to Anne Hathaway, who happened to be 26 at the time. I think it was 26. Maybe it's 28. The point of the matter is he married someone named Anne Hathaway, or Anne Hathaway is named after the person who married Shakespeare. If I was Anne Hathaway, I'd consider that cool. I should have named my firstborn Shakespeare. I guess I can look forward to another time. Although I don't think I'm going to have another kid. If I did, I'd call him Shakespeare. Because that'd be cool. The last thing noteworthy is what Shakespeare's really known for. The playwright, the poet. He wrote 150 sonnets. His first 26 were, well, he was still just a young man. 127, I think, I don't know, are about women. He liked girls, which is not bad, especially when you're a young Shakespearean playwright. So the movie, Shakespeare in Love, might have had something to do with something, but I don't really know, because Hollywood never really knows for sure. Although I know he never attended university, and he became famous. So what I suggest is if anybody wants to become famous, just become a playwright. And don't go to university. That's just a waste of time. Well, that's about it for today. That's not all the education I can take, but the passion for Shakespeare lives on. And if you don't have a passion for Shakespeare, then you just haven't taken the time. This is me, signing off. Tuesday.